Color correction. What's the deal with color correction? You got one color and you raise it up, and then you got another color and you drop it down. How does it even work? Hi, I'm Garrison Allen, and I've been editing videos for over 3 years now, and I know a little something about color correction. Today, in this video, along with my partner, Johnny Burtonair, we're going to teach you how color correction works and how to use it in your videos. First step is white balancing.
Hi, I'm Johnny Fix It in Post Burtonair, and today I'm going to teach you how to fix your color in post. When you started filming, you put the dial on auto, which is usually pretty good. However, you don't know that because you don't have control over it. So today we're going to teach you how to fix it in post. The cool thing about color is that it is really cool, or it's really warm. Now, if you had your dial set to be filming in the middle of the Arctic, then your footage isn't going to look right if you're filming on a hot summer day. So we're going to change this setting in Adobe Premiere Pro to fix it. First, go to the color workspace at the top of the screen. Then you will see on the left side a panel called Basic Corrections. And there's a bunch of other stuff. We're just going to click Basic Corrections for now. Then you're going to see white balance, and then you can change the temperature and the tint. So the temperature controls the red and the blue aspects of the camera. The tint affects how green and pink the color is. When you change the white balance, you're going to want to look at a part in your composition that's supposed to be the perfect white color. If you're looking at the scopes, you can see where it deviates, and when you move the red up, the red part of the scope moves up. Ideally, all of the red and the blue will come together and make a perfect white color. The most important thing is making sure that your white balance is consistent for every shot, because then it'll make it feel like it was shot in the same space. If you filmed one day with one camera setting and another day with a different camera setting, you're going to need to adjust the white balance to make it look like it was filmed on the same day.
For example, if it's nighttime and you're filming midday, you might want to adjust the color correction to make it more blue so that the video seems like it's darker. What are you doing over there? It's fine, I'll walk over there. Now we're going to be talking about exposure composition. The exposure of a shot is essentially how much light exists in that shot. If you turn up the exposure on your shot will get brighter. But if you turn down the exposure on your shot will get darker. Ideally, you'd want your colors hitting at about 50 for proper exposure. However, that does not specifically dictate that that is the only way you should be exposing your film. You can, in fact, expose your film a little brighter and a little darker, specifically for affecting the mood, such as if you were, per se, in heaven, you might want your shot to look a little brighter. Contrast, if you take a look at the lumetri scopes, will stretch out the oscillations of your colors. It's the difference between the brightest pixel of your shot and the darkest pixel of your shot. The whites is the brightest pixel of your shot. You want that to be completely white. The blacks is the darkest pixel of your shot, and you'd want that to generally be pitch black.
Hi, lights with Johnny Burtonair. Now, highlights are different from whites in the sense that highlights are about how bright pixels are in relationship to the pixels around them, as opposed to whites, which is just the white pixels, like, overall, within your entire shot. Now, for the shadows, it's like that, but the opposite. If your scene is looking a little dull and a little bland, you might want to increase the highlights so that you have more light and more shadows in your shot. That way, it looks very good. If your shot is looking too scary, too like low-key lighting, remember that one? Then you want to decrease your shadows so that they're less impactful on how the shot looks. So now we're going to talk about saturation. Saturation is very similar to exposure, but instead of the range of brightness, it's the range of color that's in your shot. Now, if you think about movies like Avengers Endgame, the shots in that movie are very desaturated when things start to get very scary. So you can use desaturation to make your shot appear more serious or more depressed or something of that nature. On the other side, think about the movie Transformers. Those shots are really oversaturated, and that makes it look really cool and really vibrant, like you're about to have a really good time.
As always, if you want to experiment more, you can check out the RGB curves. Those are a different way and more intricate way of changing your white balance. You can do a lot more specific things with those curves. As always, if you have any questions on how to do this, how to do that, you can comment down below. We're open to making videos on anything Adobe Premiere Pro or After Effects or Audition related. See you later, fellows.